Ethan's been watching us since day one. Literally, me and Bob, since the first time we streamed together. So he's like maybe seen that, you know, these guys are gonna keep coming at me. I don't know.
And then drama just dropped, by the way, while we're sitting
happened?
here. Between Critical Drinker and your boy Zach, now they're fighting. So
oh shit, that's awesome. I love it.
It's Review Tuesday, which means you've had 6 days to gauge what your audience will allow you to say. He's talking about Critical Drinker. If you would just review shows as soon as they came out, like every other critic on the planet, that would make you seem more like an actual critic than a consensus aggregator. Or
but see what he said about fucking RPG character creation?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
And then it goes on here to say, Critical Drinker responds with, or maybe, you know, I actually have a life outside of YouTube. You live on YouTube, dude. Don't even try it.
Yeah.
I have a life outside of YouTube. Was away all weekend and only got back in time to watch and review the show yesterday. Seriously, dude, whatever hate boner you're maintaining here, just rub one out and get over it. That's real ironic coming from Critical Drinker. And then over here, Ethan says, seems like Zach hit a nerve, for fuck's sake, man. And then here, Clown's angry. They really can't handle criticism. And then he shows here, this absolute loser has been grifting off. Yeah, but watch this. It gets even better. This absolute loser has been grifting off my name and making videos seething about me for months now. I don't know if he's jealous because his own channel is dying or just fucked up in his head. Either way, it's pathetic to watch. And then Jeremy says, they push negativity and hate to their audience. They waited to see what the audience said before giving it a positive review. And then Ethan says, Jeremy, you love The Last Jedi and Ryan Johnson until one day, for some reason, you hated them both. You admitted on FNT that you guys find one little negative half news story and make 19 videos about it. Don't gaslight me, brah.
Oh
dude,
my
did we
God.
did we de-radicalize Ethan with our fucking
what's funny is those two stories are stories that we talk about all the time. Like, we bring it up on here all the time. So
God damn, fucking high five, gentlemen. I think we had something to do with this.
Like, Jesus.
I don't know why, but that drama just hyped my day. Like, I'm gonna go into work with like such a hype behind me, because honestly, like we've been doing this for a minute. And to see that some people are starting to understand that the grifting is happening and it's happening in their own backyard is pretty exciting.
It's like we've been right for a while.
Story.
Holy shit.
You assholes.
I've got a collection of what I feel like are some of the best moments that various grifters just revealing the grift or revealing that they are full of shit or whatever. And I'm curious. I'm sure you've seen a couple of these.
My favorite genre.
It really is a good one. I know you used one in your video with the that was the one that prompted me to do this. And so I started kind of thinking, what other clips do I know of where they just say something that's like, come on, man, how do you not see that this is a grift?
That is Jeremy Griggs, the man behind Geeks and Gamers, who is, incidentally, the only one of these guys to have a shred of self-awareness.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it.
He's a former Padawan who could put out sustained fires in the vacuum of space. Sustained fires in the vacuum of space. Sustained fires in the vacuum of space. Fires in the vacuum of space. Fires in the vacuum of space. Sustained fires in the vacuum of space.
The fact that there's so many videos and so many people that are just like, they stole her ass, you know, where's her cakes and shit like that. Like, and then you just think about it for like a second. It's like, wait a second, this show was on for 5 seasons. It's the one image that we're constantly seeing, right? So that's the shot from the show.
So it's not even like her like being sexy or anything. It's her facing down Apocalypse
in a vulnerable spot, to be sure. But yeah, let's see the context in the show.
You're cut out like all the others. You must be exterminated.
So why is it this one shot that's being, used?
Yeah, surely they could find a shot of her butt, like just like not being attacked by a super
I
powered
did
villain.
some looking, I did some digging, and I've got right here just kind of like the best shots from the show. If you want to look, you can go look. There's clips on YouTube. You can try to find me a single other fucking shot in the X-Men the Animated Series with her butt looking like this, because guess what it looks like every other time.
I never thought I'd see this place again. Looks like the doc's doing a little.
It's just like what it looks like in the new image.
Don't get a mover. Come
And,
on.
flat butt. Flat butt.
Freak.
You're destroying my child.
Whatever you say, sugar.
Lenore's on. Flat butt. Look at that flat butt. Why are we objectifying a fucking cartoon in the first place is really the question.
Yeah, it's weird that, like, to prove how silly these arguments are, that we have to sit here and be like, look, a flat butt on like a fucking cartoon character and just like zoom in.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
I mean, I recognize
there's a
how
reason
absurd
for
it
it.
was when I was doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a reason for it.
Yeah, this X-Men 97 stuff from top to bottom shows like the entirety of the grift, right? Like you've got missing cakes, right? Which is not a thing that matters and shouldn't matter because it's not like she was known for her ass in the show. There's that one shot that's become a meme in the last decade.
Have a million spider folk, which doesn't even make sense when you consider Peter's origin.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
Talking about Peter Darker.
Fun fact, Eric used to like the character, even saying he's more than just a black Peter Parker, but he changed his tune when he found out he could make more money pandering to racist comic book fans who hate Miles Morales.
You're just actively making shit up, ha ha ha.
Did you used to like him? Not judging or whatever, just curious.
No.
Do you like Miles Morales then?
No.
Yeah, some characters have been written decently that are of different races and have suited up in the suit of a hero or a version of that hero. One of the more obvious is Miles Morales as Spider-Man.
You're just actively making shit up, ha ha ha.
Miles Morales has his own background. This is far better than just simply making Peter Parker a black guy.
Talking about Peter Darker.
But Miles is an exception, make no mistake.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
And it will always be preferable to have another character with his own unique skill set, unique art. This is far better than just simply making Peter Parker a black guy.
So it's Star Trek, but the big difference is the original series was taking itself and its stories seriously. Even the light-hearted ones never deliberately descended into outright farce and self-reverential comedy.
Harcourt, Fenton, Mud, what have you been up to?
But Strange New Worlds doesn't take itself seriously because it doesn't take the original seriously. The original series was taking itself and its stories seriously.
I said, Marsha, I don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but out of Darwin's memory, I am not going to fight back. If you feel the need, because she blamed me for that. And she tried to call a harassment army, the likes of which I have not experienced before or since, against me, saying that I was claiming her husband, her deceased husband, Darwin Cook, was Comicsgate. That was a lie.
Well,
I didn't say that. Mark, understand, you people lie. I did not say that. Billy did.
So have you ever said that he's Comicsgate?
No.
So you've never ever
I'm
said
not
that
saying
he's
it
been
now.
Comicsgate?
No.
All right, this is interesting.
I don't
Here's a
think
tweet
so.
from you. Have fun scraping work in a dead industry that if you suck enough corporate dick, you'll be able to earn in a lifetime what I earned drawing frogs independently. By the way, Darwin Cook was
show it. Bring it up.
Yeah, guess what, Ethan?
What's that?
What you just did was called a lie.
There's a reason people like in the West are starting to draw more and more towards Korean or Japanese filmmaking. It's precisely because it's a bit different from what we get. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, what is the most recent Japanese film, or at least entertainment, that you enjoyed so far?
What am I thinking of? See, a lot of them would be older ones, like Old Boy, for example.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that one. I know it's not Japanese, but yeah, probably stuff like that. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I really like that. And it's like Chinese, I think. But yeah, like it's
Steve Rogers is indeed Captain America, and Miles Morales is Miles Morales. This statement does not say that Sam Wilson isn't a Captain America. It doesn't say John Walker isn't a Captain America, or Isaiah Bradley, who was retconned as the first Captain America, isn't a Captain America. It doesn't say that Bucky Barnes isn't a Captain America. It just says Steve Rogers is Captain America, and the same goes with Miles Morales. He is indeed, again, Miles Morales. He's also a Spider-Man.
I mean, it's him admitting what he's already admitted, but like much more boldly than he has before.
Wow.
This month, I've made $1,000 on Twitter. $1,000. I'm making $1,000 off of Miles Morales tweets. Shit I would do for free. That, for one, is America. That is capitalism. It's fucking hilarious. And you can do it too. You can do it too. You can do Miles Morales tweets, because they're like engagement gold. They're engagement crack. I used to sell toxic poison to kids to feed my habit and make money, and I went to jail. Now I sell toxic poison to kids to feed my habit and make money on YouTube.
Reacher, of course, is the antithesis of what Hollywood and streaming services largely want to push these days. Mostly because it stars a strong male character who is also straight, and also the actor behind Reacher, whose name is Alan Ritchson, is an openly devoted Christian man. That last part is very important, by the way, because largely in this day and age, Christianity as a religion is dogpiled on and attacked constantly. Things like the woke mind virus absolutely do go out of their way to attack religion.
That's interesting that he says woke mind virus.
The word woke. I hate the word woke. I think it is absolutely egregious abuse of the gift of language. I think we should be vilifying the use of this word. When we use language, we have an obligation and a responsibility to be so specific that people cannot mince our words, that people cannot misunderstand what we're getting at. But when we use a word like woke, it gives all the latitude to the hearer to fill in the blanks about what I'm actually saying. What is a woke? Is it a noun? When Ron DeSantis was recently reelected, he said Florida is where woke goes to die. Is woke a noun? Is woke a living, breathing thing? How can it go there to die? Whatever could you mean, Ron DeSantis? What could you actually be saying in your veiled contempt? Well, leave it to the hearer to fill in the blank. The word woke has come to be a substitute for whatever we hate the most, whatever we despise the most, whatever we vilify, whatever we want to rally around, whatever our monster is, that is the woke. How can woke go to die? Well, we don't want to say it because it's gross to say, I would like gay people to go die in Florida. We will wipe them out. Or transgendered people will get wiped out in Florida. Blacks, we're going to wipe them out in Florida. See, we can't say that, so we substitute it with an abusive word like woke that allows you to do the heavy lifting. What a cowardly thing to do, DeSantis and anybody else who tosses that word around flippantly.
Tell me, how many dumb, hapless, incompetent husbands, fathers, and boyfriends do you see constantly screwing up even the most simple household tasks?
It's a strange sort of offering that they're giving us now, where we're going to actively hate you as an art form. We're going to make it our business to make you feel awful about yourself. And if you dare to push back on that and reject the offering that we're giving you, then we just label you as a bigot or a reactionary or whatever stupid term we label people with these days.
The obvious fallacy with this idea is he conveniently ignores the countless modern movies which have white men leads who are the opposite. Not to mention that the dopey straight white husband has been an ongoing theme in TV and sitcoms since forever. And while he has a lot to say about the representation of straight white men, he doesn't seem to bring up the countless years of pigeonholed ethnic groups who always had to play the criminals, or the cleaners, or the quick stop clerks.
What's the problem with the new legacy characters though? Because legacy characters are a comic book tradition.
What do you mean by new legacy character? What do you mean new legacy character? Are you talking about knockoff versions? Is that what you're referring to?
Okay, so you understand what a legacy character is, right?
Yes, I'm asking you for clarification. Can you answer what the question I just had?
Well, I'm trying to understand how you are asking what a legacy character is. A legacy character is simply
I am
a character.
saying, what do you mean by new legacy character? If they're a legacy character, they wouldn't be new.
What? No, legacy characters are characters that carry on the legacy. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand that, but if it's a legacy character, the character itself has been there and it's ingrained in comic books, as you just said. So what do you mean new?
Because there are new characters created to add on to the legacy. Please don't tell me you're this dumb.
Yeah, I mean, like, how does this society, well, I guess we eventually see, like, how it operates, but it's just like, how do you build stuff, man? Like, in water?
Underwater welding. It's one of the most essential jobs on the planet.
That's going to be really difficult, right?
As well, because it's not like on land where you have seasons or you have, like, changing weather or anything. Like, you're under the ocean. It's just the same all the time, and clearly you can survive under the ocean. You don't need buildings.
If I hire Eric to paint my house, right? Hey, Eric, I need you to paint my house blue. I want you to paint it blue. And so that's the parameters, paint it. And he's out there painting it, listening to music. I go, I didn't hire you to listen to music. You go, well, you can't control what music I listen to. As long as the house gets painted, I've fulfilled the parameters of my job. So the company goes, hey, I need you just to make a new action-adventure game set in the 1980s Miami. And we give it to them. That should be it. That should be the end of where they get off and on, right?
But Tony, if Sweet Baby Inc. is being contracted to write, as they often are per some of the coverage that I've seen of this, if they're being contracted to write supplemental material for the game, then isn't that like the painting your house example that you brought up earlier, where they're being contracted and Sweet Baby Inc. is now allowed to write things for the game?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they are. And the problem, or I guess the problem, I'm putting quotation marks, maybe you can't hear them, but the problem is that people are saying that Sweet Baby Inc. is putting in woke stuff. I don't agree with all that.
You should respect their vision by your earlier logic.
I do. I don't have a problem with their vision.
But I mean,
again, my whole contention has always been, what are they doing?
And it's like I think it's fair. Can we get you to agree that you can't really justifiably use the word evils or say that they are contributing to some kind of evil plot or anything when you literally don't have a shred of evidence that that's actually happening? Can you acknowledge that?
Did I say evil plot?
In your video, you did say evils. The evils that they're doing, yeah.
To recap, Sweet Baby Inc. recently became the target of a group which claimed the company was forcing studios it worked with to increase diversity within its games, and accused of it of pushing a, quote, woke agenda into the industry. Following a report into the claims by Kotaku, a number of game developers have spoken up to clear up misconceptions about what companies like Sweet Baby Inc. actually do. I'm going to stop you right fucking there, okay? Eurogamer, let me stop you right fucking there, okay? If a company is being accused of nefariously injecting personal politics into their games, they're being accused of all these evils. Probably. I don't know, I say a lot of things.
Okay.
You've read Amazing Fantasy number 15, right?
Go back to ISOM. What about it are you asking? What specific
Wait. You've read Amazing Fantasy number 15, right?
What specific action are you asking? Pretending? No. I'm gonna get stuck on this one. You've read Amazing Fantasy number 15, right? Are you what? Let's talk about ISOM. You just asked me a question. Let's quit moving the goalposts. What specifically about the?
There are plenty of people that don't know who Spider-Man is, dipshit.
Suffering Steve Ditko! How can you not know that Spider-Man first appeared in 1962's classic Amazing Fantasy number 15?
But I mean, the point of the matter is, again, like, it really is just about supporting creators that you like. And if you want to give Eric July $100 a month, it doesn't really matter like what comes with it. You're just sponsoring him to continue yelling about the hoe-ass roads.
How many times you think we ain't felt all the things? How many times we say we oppose taxation? What about the roads? How many times? What about the roads?
Are you seeing it yet?
Prosecutors allege a media company linked to conservative influencers who regularly reach millions, including Benny Johnson, was secretly funded by Russian state media employees.
And a little busy this week in the old news section of the internet.
Been following you. I kind of thought you were the expert in all conspiracies. If anything, it was entertaining. I always found it entertaining.
Exactly. It's not so entertaining now that it all came true.
No.
We have a very special show today.
Hey, Gavin, what's your favorite video game? It's already started. Oh my God,
Jesus Christ.
The Emperor is not dead, actually, and The Last Jedi didn't matter, and he's here. And my favorite part about it is he wants to be Rey.
Yeah, and then kisses Kylo Ren. I got to start by saying I'm like really confused right now because I cannot tell the difference between Lauren and X-Ray Girl. I'm like, don't have them next to each other. I'm going to be referring to the wrong person for the whole show. Damn it.
And there is one man who has joined us in the fight against evil. And Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
Seriously, congratulations, man. Hitting 2 million. I love it. I appreciate everything you've done for us.
We got Nerdrotic here up on the channel. The great Alex Jones.
The Fandom Menace, aka The Fellowship, the group of YouTubers that generally get together on Friday Night Tights, seem to be very close and regularly collaborate with several people who have been directly involved in efforts to undermine or overthrow the U.S. democracy. These content creators do have an ulterior motive. We've said this all along. Are you seeing it yet? Mentioned something kind of threw me off. Is like Jeremy has disavowed the Fandom Menace, but he's still in the same circle of people, right? They're still all on Friday Night Tights together. He's still saying the same stuff. So what is really the practical purpose of disavowing the Fandom Menace if like nothing is actually changing about what he's doing?
Oh, the reason that he gives is that apparently he saw too much like extremism within like the Fandom Menace among like things that fans were saying, and he didn't want to be like held responsible for any of that. He said, I'll be responsible for Geeks and Gamers, but not that.
I don't know. I'm more of the mind that if I was part of something that I was like suddenly like, wow, this is getting kind of more hostile and harmful than I really care for, rather than just go, I don't claim this label anymore. I would completely disconnect from the people that are associated with that label, because otherwise it would just seem kind of hollow to me. But that's just me.
Holy fuck of the diversity.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
Oh my God, the diversity.
People are going to come after you.
Look out at this wasteland.
Diversity.
I'm not in this for the internet fame. There's 400 people watching this stream. If one of them knows my name now that didn't know it before, it's a success for me.
I'm not in this for the internet fame.
We're not going to bend on our standards. At the end of the day, I have tried to build Geeks and Gamers by doing it the structured way, the methodical way, the think it out, prep it, take notes, think about everything you're going to say, and it fucking failed miserably on me. The day that I started doing what I'm doing right now, which is what you're having a problem with, is the day that I started becoming successful.
We're not going to bend on our standards.
I have never seen such a immature, whiny, little bitchy fan base in my life. It's ridiculous how pathetic these people are. Do I constantly whine and bitch and complain about it? No!
So again, while this game had a lot of good things going for it, and it's been widely discussed from that perspective, it's the hidden agenda involved. And this is why so many people are overly hypersensitive. And I mean this in the way that too many fans have been done wrong too many times. Kathleen Kennedy, she doesn't miss any opportunity to fuck up George Lucas's creation. And we have the latest problem with Kathleen Kennedy and Disney Star Wars.
But if I don't like it, I complain about it for like a few days, and then I just move on with my fucking life.
Brie Larson. I don't
understand this need to continue to bitch and whine and moan.
Brie Larson. With Brie Larson.
Upon the release of The Last Jedi, Jeremy Griggs released a glowing review. It has since been taken down. This is the only surviving clip.
I love The Last Jedi, and I think it did a damn good job for being what it needed to be for Star Wars.
It's not that hard to figure out. I like The Last Jedi. I think I've made like 3 fucking reviews on it, and I'm still trying to figure out where I stand on this movie. But I'm a mess when it comes to this movie because I just can't figure out how I ultimately feel. But as I'm sitting here right now, I like The Last Jedi.
As the backlash over The Last Jedi grew, channels like Nerdrotic and Doomcock saw an opportunity to capitalize, fanning the flames of geek rage. And after years of putting in hard work into a channel that rarely fostered more than a couple hundred views, Jeremy couldn't resist.
Not to sound like a dick, but I just don't care. I mean, there's 400 people watching this stream. If one of them knows my name now that didn't know it before, it's a success for me. At the end of the day, I have tried to build Geeks and Gamers by doing it the structured way, the methodical way, the think it out, prep it, take notes, think about everything you're going to say, and it fucking failed miserably on me. The day that I started doing what I'm doing right now, which is what you're, having a problem with, is the day that I started becoming successful. Because that's fine. I mean, it's what the internet does. I've done it. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing per se. I mean, we've all taken things out of context.
Okay, fine. You want to make a video about that and say, I think that's a shitty thing to say, but why did it turn into like a year almost of nonstop videos and
because he was
articles
using the
and
algorithm,
tweeting about
like
it?
he knows the algorithm was geared towards making those kind of videos, so he did it.
So you do admit that Geeks and Gamers uses the algorithms and how it favors sensationalism and outrage. So you're making outrage content, right?
What is YouTube about getting views? A lot of people want to get views. Like if your algorithm is pushing one thing, you're gonna make more videos on that thing.
Brie Larson. I
don't understand this need to continue to bitch and whine and moan.
Brie Larson. With Brie Larson. Brie.
Like, I don't get offended by shit.
She's the one in the middle standing. Look how she's the one.
I don't know how people are so, easily offended these days. And really, they're not. They're acting offended because it gets you traction on social media.
Although you literally say,
I just created
trending before I make a video. Something I don't do.
I just created a One Piece discussion right now. I just created one for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I would have liked.
Did we just talk about One Piece for 5 minutes? Yes or no?
We didn't.
Yes,
One Piece was used, but we didn't talk about it.
No.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it.
Don't act like that's not what we do.
I don't build a narrative. I
You
give
are an
my
absolute
opinion.
fucking.
You
are hard.
what we do. You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week, Ryan. And you're gonna act like we don't do that.
I talk about. Yeah, I talk about.
Says one fucking thing and we make a whole video out of it. That's what we do. So this is an argument that we had on Friday Night Tights. I don't even remember the specifics about what the argument was. But every time I say the same thing that I say in this video, these crazy fucks that have pronouns in their bio and they're mentally ill, or just people that are just jealous in general, they go, he finally admitted it, ladies and gentlemen. I've literally admitted it 1,000 times. Whatever it is you think I'm admitting, I've said this 1,000 times.
Notice how he doubles down, arguing that what he said was both sincere and correct. Now, here's how Ryan covers it.
Ironically, this is a clip of Jeremy, who went on this fucking rant because he didn't either wanted to talk about this or didn't want to talk about that or something. And he went on this fucking big rant on FNC. That's what we do. We talk about things. We talk about them over and over again. That's basically what he did. Jeremy kind of leaning into the meme that all these people were so upset about. And of course, people like him took it seriously.
Ryan seems to think that Jeremy was just memeing and that woke freaks took him seriously. And I just find it interesting that neither of them seem to agree on the contents of that clip. Was it 100% serious and we're stupid for thinking it's bad? Or was it a meme that we're stupid for thinking was serious? The world may never know.
We don't do that.
I talk about. Yeah, I talk about.
Says one fucking thing and we make a whole video out of it. That's what we do. We don't do that.
Brie Larson, Brie is Brie Larson.
You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week.
I get it. There are certain people that are going to just throw blanket claims out there to try to get attention.
We don't do that.
Brie Larson as Brie Larson. Brie Larson after Brie Larson's Brie Larson. Brie Larson.
You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week, Ryan.
Brie Larson.
I have never seen such a immature, whiny, little bitchy fan base in my life.
Brie Larson.
MCU.
We just don't care and we don't take you seriously. You're just a bunch of like annoying little children. Just